Hello and welcome to this stockroom, which we call Midi World. In a normal year, I would normally have people come up to me on the kite field and ask to have a look around the sweetie shop. This is not a normal year, so instead I'm going to give a virtual tour. I'll start all the way down here. This is a distant corner of the stockroom. I have parakites left over from the days when I used to do parakiting very seriously and very frequently. So I've got some chevrons and things in there, and an engine and a few other pieces in there. So parakites, not really for sale, but part of the things that I store here. Then I've got a box here marked Jim Martin. And Jim Martin's box contains Jim Martin's Midi Ray, which he lost in a storm in Kuwait, and we found a year later in a dried up lake bed. So at some point I'll just do some work and get it repaired and get it back to him. But in the meantime, it's still here. I've got another one here which is tarpaulin that we use for covering over things. Occasionally if we think it's going to rain, we might throw tarpaulin over things. This one down at the bottom is purple straps. Quite a heavy box full of these. They're officially rated at 1 ton. They actually break at around 7. So they're perfect for flying big kites. 4 meters long, so it's enough to go around most trees. Locks head it on, put it around the trailer, something like that. Got rather a few of these. I bought a whole pallet load of them. What else have we got? This is a box that we call Bob. Bob stands for either box of bags or bag of bags. In the same way that other people seem to collect coat hangers that just multiply in their wardrobe, I seem to collect bags. I seem to end up with far too many of them. Two boxes just crammed with random bags from random things that I need to put away somewhere. So now we start getting on to the pieces. This box here is full of caterpillars. The Midi caterpillars are quite new in the collection. 3 different colours in here, so there'll be 5 or 6 in this box. Another strange box here. This is marked borrowed. So this is it's marked Alphabetical and Alfie. So it's some kites and things that are borrowed from the Alphabetical team that I need to give back to them next time I see them. And also a bag of line that needs to go back to Alfie next time I see him, which should have been by now, but these things just don't happen properly this year. Then we have a box of 8-meter pilots. I think this box is empty actually. Contains only one, and it's one that I need to do some testing and tuning on. A box of old drogues and tails, again for myself. This tends to be the aisle of bits and pieces. However, now we start getting serious. 3 boxes of 12-meter pilots in lots of different colours. And most of these will have been hand tested and hand tuned, and they're marked so I can tell before I send them. So every pilot that goes out from here has been out the bag, has been put in the air and checked and tested, and if necessary tuned. Some other 3 boxes of 12-meter pilots here. Some random things, some flags for putting on the line when we fly with other countries or in other countries. So the Scottish flag will be in there somewhere. A box full of carabiners and belts and dress crocodile grips. A box here marked picnic for when we're going out and eating on the road. This next section here is my air banner collection. Quite a large selection for making huge great messages in the sky. And also here a stock of aluminium banner pulls for 5 meter banners for making the place just look more colourful. Not in frame, but just up here is a collection of assembled banner pulls. These are about 5 meters long. Take a 4.4 meter banner to put some colour around the site. And my plan is to be able to bag them and be able to put them on the roof rack on top of the van so that I can turn up at a field with banners ready to fly. Here we have another row of IKEA Ivar shelving and really useful boxes. I think Tug.com is doing everything it can to keep these two companies in business. Down at the end we have big anchor bags. These are the really big bulk aggregate bags that you will find down at your, not hardware supply, your building supplier for sand and stone and gravel and things like that. They're perfect for anchoring big kites on the beach. So I've got a slice of those brand new ones. I have 4 boxes of mini stingers in the lovely new colour schemes. So we have yellow, we have red, we have blue grey. There's a hot combination that's sold out already. These are beginning to go down. A bit of space in this one. I've got some mini patchwork rays in here as well. So they're going well. Then I have a whole column here of line. So at the top I have the yellow ended Midi lines. Then down here, because these are too heavy to lift out in front of the camera, I have a big box of Maxi line, the green ones. When I say green, of course, I'm referring only to the sleeving at the end. There's no colour on the line itself, because otherwise it's inclined to come off on yourself or your clothing, or worse, your kites. A box here of red pilot lines that I'm sure lots of people are familiar with. And that's the 100 metre. I've also got the 50 metre in a smaller box here. And the ultralight ones as well. And because we're professionals, we use line in bags, so lots and lots of bags that are given away for free with the line. And the box at the bottom is 4.5 metre pilots. Running a little bit short of those now. I have an order that I'm waiting for delivery of. The next column, all of these are t-shirts. So I have this system for managing the t-shirts. When you go onto my t-shirt web page, first thing you do is look for your size from small, medium, large, extra large, etc. And click there, and it will take you into Dropbox on a page that shows a diagram of the design on each shirt. Because there's so many combinations of different sizes, different colours, different designs, that amongst all these t-shirts, almost all of them are unique. So I asked you to go and have a look in there to choose the combination that suits you. Let me pick some of these. These are serial number 51 to 109. We'll open that up. We can have a look at the t-shirt off the top. So the t-shirt has the serial number on it to help me identify it. And we have a look inside. This is one of the Tug.com t-shirts that we printed ourselves. We have great fun doing that. I'll put that away neatly. There again. Don't get too creased. And all kept neatly up there. So Lots and lots and lots of t-shirts. Oh, and here, actually empty shelving space. Such a rare and valuable resource. I don't think it will stay empty for very long. I have about half a ton of kites on order. That's not an exaggeration. It's about a quarter of a ton of the mini whale kits and a quarter of a ton of Midi and Maxi kites that are on order that I'm waiting to be delivered. It never stops here. What else we got here? A big box of Maxi bags. These are the bags that are perfect if you're going somewhere and you have a 32 kilogram weight limit. I'm not sure what that is in pounds. I think that's £50. If you have that much weight limit, then the Maxi bags are the ones that will allow you to cram in 32 kilograms of kites into one bag to be able to use up that allowance. If you've only got 23 kilograms, then a mini bag will normally do. But the Maxi ones, for when you want to cram lots and lots of stuff in there, or when you have an overlarge kite, this is the huge whale or the overlarge octopus, the overlarge trilobite. So, good stock of them. These are air banners that need to go away into those many boxes. Another chore I need to do. A box of the mini bags, that's the bags for pilots and mini kites. A box of mini drogues. Let's have a look at them. Behind some t-shirts. So these come in many combinations of colours. Last time I tested about 36 of those in different combinations. So lots of those. I've got the midi ones over here. I've got the Maxi ones. Mini one somewhere. I can't remember. But lots of drogues if you need them. At the bottom, this is a box purely of mini turtles. So mini turtles in hot colours, in cool colours, in greens. They look lovely. Look very nice. Fly nicely. Not often seen on the kite field, but definitely a nice kite. So that's about it for this row. Thank you. Down here we have more drogues, a whole big box of Maxi drogues, again in lots of different colours. I have a box full of 4.4 metre banners for going on the banner poles we talked about earlier. And for the t-shirts, here is my stock of stencils for the t-shirts. Quite a large selection. Some of which are being recycled and some are still ready for use. I also have down here a collection of tables that can be useful when I need to set up a stall or workshop. So I've got that, and the marquee stuff is around the other side. I have lots and lots of bunting. Each one of these rolls is about 500 metres, so that's 2 kilometres of bunting here. So I can put an arena up in town by myself, wherever I need to be. So 2 kilometres makes a lot of arena. And it gets pretty tatty quite quickly, but lots of bunting. I used to put the bunting in bags because that's the perfect way of dealing with it. However, at the end of an event, when all I want to do is stuff the stuff in the bag, almost invariably somebody will be helpful and take it and wrap it around their arm or in some way mess it up that could take me hours and days to untangle afterwards. So I now have it on these rolls in the hope that people will recognise the right way to put it away. We'll see how we get on. Now I have 1, 2, 3 boxes of Porwita. This is the pilot kite, which is much beloved by Owita, in assorted colours. So we have those. I have a box down here of, they're rather pretty, but packed on. These are the Andreas Fishback arrays, the small ones. So a collection of those. Beautiful kite, love flying those. I have a box here of 2-meter pilots. A box here of, this is old anchor bags. This is my stock of anchor bags. In here I have an unfinished project that maybe I'll get around to doing this year. It's been in that box for rather a long time. More t-shirts. This is a box of tails that I use of various styles. A box here of Midi anchor bags. These are quite good. This is a tough old bag. It is certified to 40 kilograms. It will take considerably more, but with health and safety, the manufacturers are making sure that you know what the official limit is, even if the actual limit is considerably more. That's a useful thing for smaller stuff on the beach. This is my bag of webbing and straps and leashes and stuff like that. Again, there's a bunch of the purple ones. I really like these. That's one of the purple ones that I've been using for a while. But tough as old boots. And at the bottom, oh, another new thing. Anchor stakes. Quite like these. Not my favourite way of flying, but they suit some circumstances, and some people like them, so I have a stock of these. And now we move on to the big wall. Thank you. This, I think, is the most important part of the storeroom. This is the new Midi world. Moving this here to give some more space for everything was one of the motivations behind creating the new fabric room that you may already have seen. So I've been a little bit OCD here. Everything is in alphabetical order, or at least it is at the moment. So way down here on the top is a Midi bear. This bear is a Santa Claus bear. It is bright red costume. Quite like him. Very handy for all these kite festivals that I go to at Christmas time. After that I have 2 beavers in standard colours. The whole section here for camels in brown and beige. Next we have cats. I've got 2 Midi cats here, and not to be outdone, I have 3 Midi crocodiles. Although this is an unusual one. This one is sewn up and designed to be used as a display piece. It has a fan and the vents are closed, so you can inflate it and show it off as a static display. 3 crocodiles. Back down here I have 2 cuttlefish. One is yellow and green and the other is hot colours. Then I have a Midi puppy dog, a Midi dolphin in royal blue. I have the Easter Islands the Easter Island statue. Next I have a Midi fish in rainbow colours. I have a heart in red, of course. Great kite this, I think underappreciated. This makes a great top kite that isn't trying to kill you. A great thing to have at the top of Midi stacks. I have a selection of 2 horses in brown and gold. I have an octopus. This is an unusual colour scheme. This is a warm rainbow, so he's yellow head, yellow on the outside, going through to red in the middle, and right at the end, an extra large octopus. So this is the head of a normal Midi octopus, but really large tentacles, which is why it comes in an extra large bag as well. The whole of the next row is dedicated to Midi rays. Lots of variation here. So we start with Andreas Fischbacher rays. These are in hot and warm colours. I have a rainbow patch ray, a blue patchwork ray, another patchwork ray. According to the notes here, these are ones that I still need to go out and tune. Each one gets hand tuned. I take it, I adjust all the bridles, I go and fly it without a pilot, make sure it's flying just perfectly, and always do that before any customer gets it. Next I have a single colour ray. This is one in a colour scheme that I call Wasp. So he is yellow with black wingtips, and the tail is yellow and black, yellow and black, yellow and black with a red tip. Another single colour ray. This is a purple body with a rainbow tail. This is a single colour ray in monochrome, so it's grey and black. And the one at the end is a tattoo ray. This is one that I spent quite a lot of time with Peter Lynn on the beach in St Anne's, just working on the tune of that. And this is the one that I use as the blueprint for checking all the other ones against, because this is the best we have for a strong wind. It was a really windy day, and when everybody else wanted to get off the beach, Peter and I just spent time in some really quite brutal conditions, just tweaking this ray and getting it right so it would fly as well as possible. And everything that went into that ray is then replicated onto the others before I sell any of them. Way back down at this end again, I have a penguin. I have a 22 metre pilot. I have a pig in the normal beige with red trotters. I have a sperm whale. I have the happiest kite, which is Terry the turtle. I have a whale shark. There was a whale here just a couple of days ago, but it's just gone away. I have a whale shark. That's a 12 metre whale shark, the big one. I have a crab in warm colours. Moving right down to the bottom. This at the end needs a little bit of attention. This is my 8 metre football. Here's a tear, he needs to be repaired. And then a whole load of middies in the boxes at the bottom. So in this box I have 3 whale sharks and 2 pigs. These pigs are in purple. Very fashionable this year. Another box of middies. This has a hot cuttlefish. It has 2 pandas. It says it has a yellow gecko, but I think I removed that just a couple of days ago. In fact, I know that I did. I'll take the sticker off. It has a bear. I think that's in green with beige. I have a rainbow fish. In this next one, I have a car in the American racing colours, which is white with navy blue stripes. Then I have a smiling face in here and 4 mini cats. something's going on with cats at the moment. I seem to have too many of them. I don't know why. This says Mini Dragon. I don't think that's true anymore. I've sold out of Mini Dragons again. I have more on order. And I have a little Fauci in there. Again, I have more Faucis on order. And at the end, I have Midi XL bags. So these are the bags that the XL Octopus comes in. So a bit bigger than a normal Midi bag. I've got a whole box of them. And that's about it. So that gives you a taste for what's here, what's in stock, what's ready to ship. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the internet.